my little ponies! I'm Starlight and welcome to another exciting installment of fanchat, where today we'll be discussing the 100th episode of MLP. Oh, isn't that just exciting? And for this special occasion, I got a wide variety of guests to help us discuss and to see the enjoyment of this episode. So, say hello to a first-timer here. Give it up for Evan.
Yay! It's me.
Everyone clap.
Hey!
I lost my hands in the war. I can't clap. You triggered me.
Anyways, an old-time fellow for my fan chats. Give it up for Anime Wolf Gamer.
Yay!
Wait, hello.
Yay.
Hey.
And, of course, to the lovely Minty Root.
Woohoo!
It's a very mini Christmas.
Oh, damn it.
And next up, the only person that can probably rightfully say what does the fox say, give it up for Joe Fox.
Greetings,
Fox Woods.
And then we have the what used to be Rainbow X Dash. Give it up for the Rebel 12.
Wow.
Hey everyone, Rikuto Brody here.
And then we have Scriptless. Give it up.
Yeah. Hi. Hey, Scriptless. I know you, I think.
Next, for the person who's always trying to take over my show, Silverstream.
Yay, Monkey stole my sandwich. And I don't have one now.
Next is the editor. How are you, dear sir?
Hello, my dear fellows. I come from you from the mighty kingdom of Great Britain.
And then the person whose name I can never correctly pronounce, so give it up for the zebra in the room.
Wait, what?
The
I'm a
Zai.
zebra.
You are not a zebra, you are an alicorn.
I'm a zebra, alicorn.
You're not the zebra.
Zebracorn.
Okay. Yes, exactly.
Anyways.
Den är den bästa att se.
So, yeah, it's a pretty crowded room here, my little ponies. But don't worry, lovies. We'll all get through this with peace, calm, and tranquility. And so, let's
And
begin
Skittles.
the topics of which today's episode is about the 100th episode of MLP. So, why don't we all start by asking what each person thought about the episode and what their favorite scene was. Why don't we start with the editor?
My thoughts were, what the hell was I watching?
I agree.
Seriously.
No. One thing. They did not put a vinyl scratch voice actor. They should have done that.
They
No,
probably couldn't. They probably couldn't get the person who does all those things with tunes.
They were at least playing it safe and not having a voice actor that everyone would hate.
To be fair, I honestly think that was better because I honestly like if they're going for the she's actually mute.
Yes.
You see, one of the things I really liked about the Octavian vinyl scratch is that this has to be probably one of my favorite incarnations of them. Most people had them a hate-love relationship with each other, where this shows that, yes, they're very different, but their musical styles can accompany each other and make for interesting and beautiful music, which I really liked. So I'm all for this version. Matter of fact, it might be my favorite one. I do feel like, I kind of felt like sometimes I felt like I was watching a really good fan-made episode.
I think we all were.
That's basically what this was. It was just
Not really. I don't think
I
I
felt
was.
like I was watching like the Button Mash series, but with
He was in
other.
it.
Yeah. Button
did.
Mash was like in there. Like, what the f? Why is Button Mash in there?
Yeah, I think that was
Because
kind of
it's
like...
Button
in there.
Mash.
Well, just proof.
And he's a big fan favorite. And
Yeah.
Well,
then,
why
of course,
put it in?
we actually had a reprise of the Jelly Pony, which we haven't seen for a really long time.
I'm quite upset because now the design looks like me.
I think the Jelly Pony, Button Mash, and that other pony with the disco ball. If I remember correctly, they all appeared on Hearts and Hooves Day. So
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
I like how like Lyra and Bon Bon got a voice actor.
Oh my god.
Like,
Oh my god, that's
They're
their
shitting.
voices
Stupid.
sound pretty cute, to be honest.
I love the fact that even though they just were saying how good friends they were, the way that they had them look at each other clearly stated that it was a bit more than just friendship.
Honestly,
Oh,
yeah, that's.
Honestly,
You
have you,
bronies gotta stop that. They
oh
were
come
just
on!
friends.
Have you ever looked at a friend like that with smoldering eyes?
I'm actually with Starlight on that one. I actually would like to see the show actually tackle a relationship like that.
Actually, no. You bronies gotta stop it. They're just good friends. End of story.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could use a friend like that.
Okay, can I ask how come you keep on saying you bronies when you've got an alicorn as a OC?
Oh!
I can't explain
He's
anything.
just trying to be facetious and funny and failing miserably at it.
Well, I have a site for a tail, so. Eh.
Yeah, which must make grooming really hard.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than you think.
Do you like have to polish it? And like, do you need to sharpen it, or do you just keep it dull so it doesn't wreck your house? Like, how do you sit on a couch?
Very carefully.
Did you have to buy like a special couch?
Well, mostly when it comes to doing stuff at the Ponyville Theater, friendship with the other guys at Mystery Brewing Theater, we just sit down in the theater. It just happens to just sit between the cracks.
Cool.
I mean, the other thing I gotta do to groom it is just make sure it maintains its color, so that means I gotta get a lot of Sharpies.
Anyways, so Minty, what did you think about the episode?
Oh gosh, I loved it. And yeah, let's say that I loved it because I had a ton of fun with the characters, because even though didn't fit exactly what I thought of them, because, well, first of all, Derpy Hoops was not exactly what
she was better in my opinion.
Well, she was really, really, really funny.
I love that she was the first one that they showed as well.
I really like the fact that I liked how they did this, and I will say I called it. I called it that Matilda and Grumpy were going to get married or were already married, didn't I, Silver? I called it.
You know, I kind of wonder. Sorry, like, you know, I kind of wonder why it took so long to get there. Like, I would have been nice to see them again. Though I'm glad that they at least acknowledged that.
Well,
also, it was nice that Derpy was the one to kind of mess up, but yet she wasn't exactly the one to mess up. You know, she just delegated the task to the person that messed it up.
She messed it up because she knew that I was a little kid taking care of wedding invitations.
And
that's big no-no.
And
that was cute, though. That was cute, though.
The very first thing she does after messing up is offering muffins.
Muffin?
But if you look at the credits, her name is Muffins.
Yeah. I will say that I find it funny that no one in, like, when they saw the main six all around, they're like, oh, good, either it's a monster attack or a friendship problem. Hopefully it's a friendship problem, because then it will be over in 30 minutes.
Wait,
we were watching it, and the moment that comes up, Ronnie Buck just breaks off laughing. Oh my
Speaking
god, so
of
many
that,
memories yesterday.
I love how the villagers or the townspeople react when a monster attacks. Now they used to panic after a freaking cow stampede. Now they just walk around the main six battling.
They just like to just panic and they just like stay calm and like make sure like nothing happens.
I will say one of my favorite scenes. I will say one of my favorite scenes is when they showed the fainting ponies, because those are the three ponies that are like, the whore, and not only did they redo that joke, they did it twice for two ridiculous. It was like, oh my god, these girls are just, you know, there are people out there like that. We're like, oh my god, my guy spilled cornflakes on the counter.
Cornflakes, really? Also, I'm like,
okay, don't
for the
judge
cornflakes.
I mean, when Stephen Magnet came up in the spa, like the moment it shows him, all of us
I was
just like gasping.
I was like, what? How is Stephen Magnet part of this?
I was not prepared.
Also,
I was not expecting that at all.
His name was Stephen?
Yeah, apparently.
Actually, you do know the story behind that, right?
Well, the name of Stephen Magnet came from a YouTube translation mistake. when he introduced himself, YouTube simply read the audio as Stephen Magnet and Destruct.
Well, fair enough with that then.
But my favorite scene is at the end after there was the wedding and you just see the main six looking at it from the window, and you have Twilight saying how she's happy to be in Ponyville with all of these characters. And it was touching for me, just to see that even though they are the main six, they have their own stories, but they also have connections with the background characters, and felt different.
My favorite scene's gonna be the bit.
Again, just Rainbow Dash saying, "Ouch!"
My favorite scene's got to be the one
That's why
with
the bugbear bit me.
you know when the Doctor loses it when there's explosions in the church. He's like, "Aha! That's how you do it."
Yeah, I gotta say, their expressions this season are just greatly improved from last season. You know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, indeed.
I will say that I kind of was hoping that they would have that pony from when Applejack ran away. You know, the cherry pony. I was kind of hoping she would make an appearance, but
Cherry Jubilee?
Yeah, I love Cherry Jubilee. She was an awesome-looking ginger.
Well, the thing, she's not at Ponyville, so yeah, pretty much that's a character in their own location anyway.
Well, actually, I would have liked to see Fleur de Lis, who we have only seen one stinking episode.
Isn't that the
When-
one that's built off Cadence?
I know exactly what they should have done with her.
Oh, I
You know
love the fact that Twilight's brother cries at weddings.
Yeah.
Liquid
Oh,
Pride.
yeah, that's
Right, it is,
right.
though.
It's Liquid Pride.
It sounded a little bit weird.
Not really big. I mean, guys can be emotional too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
But
that was the white thing, of course.
That kind of makes sense. Think about it. He fell in love with the Princess of Love, so it makes sense that he'd be a very
advanced warfare.
romantic person, you know. But at the same time, he's the captain of the Royal Guard.
Culmination, of course.
Yep, there's people like that. You see, you don't have to be considered a brute just because you look like one. You can be a soft guy on the inside and hard and rugged on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain of the Royal Guards. But crying like a baby during weddings. Oh,
Well, the wedding, it's like this is a step in somebody's life they're taking into the future, and it's a big step.
yeah.
Things like that, it's not easy to hold together.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll be seeing any little children from them soon?
Of course, you know they're planning a pregnancy on them.
Oh, I will say that I love the fact that the bowling guys kept saying "man," and they full out called it like, where does this word come from? They're like, we don't know, man.
Find out in Equestria Girls 3.
Actually,
It's like all answers there.
it confuses me a bit. They have the words girls and ladies, but not man.
Can I actually point out something?
God damn it.
Well, technically, we've never heard them say the word woman, so.
Here we go. Feminism.
Oh yeah, what about the Doctor Who?
I love the voice that they actually gave him. That and the fact that I'm really surprised that they actually gave the idea that him and Derby do hang out a lot. Isn't that obvious shipping there?
Also, I love that they call him Doctor, not Time Turner now.
I thought it was Doc. Speaking of which, I like that the jab they took at Bonbon's name change.
Oh, yeah.
I am Special Agent 2. What was it?
Sweetie Drop.
Sweetie Drops.
That was it. I don't remember that being part of a fanfic.
People still called her Bonbon, but then.
Those Sweetie Drops.
Yeah. Well, Sweetie Drops is the official name that they get, but Bun Bun comes from My Little Pony Tales.
That's not funny. Don't play with me like that.
Well, that was the thing. If for any of you guys who've actually played the My Little Pony iPod app, she is referred to as Bonbon in that. And I recently bought the Bonbon Brushy figure at Walmart, and it was called Sweetie Drops. So that was kind of bugging me all over the place.
I always thought the Bonbon was a nod to G2.
The fandom is confusing Hasbro, and Hasbro's confusing the fandom.
Exactly.
Hey, we can't always get what we
I
want.
will say that the little plastic doll you can buy of Time Turner actually calls him the Doctor, not Time Turner.
God damn it.
But I have seen boxes that are of the exact same toy that says the Doctor on it and then Time Turner. I've seen in 2 different locations. I've seen the exact same toy, but the names are changed. And so I think Hasbro just likes to yank on our chain.
They just like to screw with the audience.
It's companies that sort of forge the toys too and try to say it's from Hasbro. There are companies that do that, right?
Well, in my mind, his full name is Dr. Time Turner Who.
Okay, so let's keep rolling down this line, right, Star?
Mm-hmm.
There was another scene that I really liked with Amethyst Star when she just says that she's really happy to organize stuff, and she says since Twilight came in Ponyville, I stopped organizing stuff.
I thought it was really funny when the mayor was like, and how uncomfortable Cranky looks. And I was like, you know, because obviously.
Well, I like how like Steve Magny gave a piece of his mustache and gave it to Cranky. I like that part.
Yeah, now he doesn't look like
how Steve Magny is nice to him.
Now he'll probably have to cut the other side of his mustache. And
Also, why is it always?
He goes to Rarity and get his tan again.
Yeah, why is it always the right side that gets torn off?
Maybe he's left-handed.
Oh shit!
Because they like using animations again.
Because he's right-handed.
Nostalgia.
So, what did you guys think about the bugbear thing?
Honestly,
I kind of want a stuffed animal of that thing because I think it's adorable.
You know, it actually.
I honestly thought, what the hell is that?
It's Freddy Fazbear.
Sorry, you never got to some people for what they thought.
You know, if there's actually one thing, it reminds me of that plush toy line, if I remember, that combines 2 animals together. I remember.
I forget.
They made a Robot Chicken. I remember Robot Chicken actually making a sketch of that, which you should check it yourself if you want to know the joke.
Sorry, you didn't get some people for what they thought of the episode.
I don't really know if I want to.
So it's hilarious, but sorry, it's just so hilarious.
I just thought at one point Stephen King started designing things, because what the bloody hell was that?
I love that they gave a panda wings for the Panda Ring episode.
Well, in that moment when they jumped the shark, literally.
Yeah, that was a nice one too.
Oh yeah, that jump the shark, jump the shark, jump the shark.
I just point out in that scene that whenever you see Barry Punch, he's always smiling.
That
And she had a giant barrel.
And
she had a giant barrel of something.
Can we just get this out of the way by just talking about the still image that came up in that montage? You guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh wait, you mean the people in horse masks?
Yes. Can I actually have the image right here? You mind if I do a screen share?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay,
Star, not everybody shared what they thought of the episode.
Yeah. I don't know if it's working. Okay. Oh wait, here it is. Get ready, because once I hit this thing, it's going to divide by 0. Will it?
Okay.
Oh wait, here it is. I actually have a dry reaction to it on YouTube on my channel.
Can I just say something before we begin? I know it's a bit late.
What?
Okay, hang on. For the audience that are just joining us, this is a heavy spoiler podcast. Please go away if you do not want to listen to spoilers if you haven't seen it yet.
A little late for
it's called a podcast of the MLP's 100th episode. If they don't know their spoilers, then they are too young to be on YouTube.
Be on the internet, you mean?
Yeah.
No, YouTube, because there are plenty of sites that are good for little tiny children.
What the hell?
Yeah, we were in the room. We're saying, I think I saw something. Rewind that, and we paused at the right moment, and we all just scream in terror.
It's called Corona.
And I will say they got my OC's face really well on its good side. Come on, White Unicorn and I wear the same jacket.
You are
I'm
terrifying.
actually meeting Dave Polsky this year at the Grand Bruni Gala this summer in Tampa. That's gonna be like the first thing I'm gonna say to him. I'm gonna run him and show him the image. I'm gonna say to him, "What? What? Tell me."
Can we?
Anyways, so who else hasn't gotten to say what they thought of the episode? Has
Regroup.
anyone?
Oh,
Huh?
shit, come on.
Or Silver.
Or
Right.
you, or Vizai.
Alright, regroup 12. Tell us what you think of the episode.
I think it was actually pretty good, and how like the voice actor was. Well, damn it.
I like the voice for the Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a pretty good on this episode. They did.
I love how at the end it's a call.
I give it actually like 10 out of 10 for this one.
Alright, Silver?
Okay, surprisingly, I liked the episode, but the other half of me, just melted. It did not. I'm serious. It's like everywhere I was looking, it was either fanfic or something we didn't want to see again. Like that whole fainting 3
episode. That's all it was.
Like just the whole fainting 3 ponies y'all talk about. I just was like, really, and they kept doing it. That's what made it so. Like if they would have done it once, I would have been like, okay, but 3 times, it's like, oh come on. And then I
have to say that I rather liked the fan service. This is fan service done right. Yes, it gave us the stuff that we wanted, but it didn't retract from the story. That's the main problem with most fan service. Like most animes have at least one episode where the characters go to a beach. That episode is usually nothing but fan service. But if they do it right, it can be it can be an episode that contributes to the storyline without, fan service done right basically is what I'm trying to say is the key.
Star, really?
Star. What?
You really think most of that stuff in there was real? Like, it just sounded like a whole bunch of people from the fandom got together, said, hey, let's put the fanfics together. Especially the Changeling. Changelings would not be allowed.
Yeah, but you have to remember, Cranky traveled all over the world. I mean, he's friends with his best friend is a sea serpent, for Pete's sake. Does it really make you think that he didn't find at least one friendly changeling on his travels?
I thought like a friendly changeling. I thought it would be like an enemy one. Like,
wait,
when I saw the changeling, like, I was like, what?
It was only there for the desert.
I was like the changeling part of it. Like, I don't understand. Is it like friendly to the others?
Think about this. Even if it was a changeling as a friend, here's the thing. The nature of the changelings would make them not being able to inhabit Ponyville, go anywhere near any of these towns or cities, because just their nature. It's like if you have a lion in a bunny den. It may be nice and cuddly and it was raised with rabbits, but just the whole point that it has that nature, you always fear it. So
that doesn't mean all changelings might not be bad. Think about it. What if those now this is going into head canon. What if changelings have to do what their queens say, especially when they're in close proximity to her? Maybe this changeling has been away from the hive, and as such, he doesn't have to follow the orders of the queen. For all we know, it could be a female changeling that was kicked out because only one female is allowed in the hive. Some insect species are like that, where there's only one queen, and the rest are just workers.
It's like a beehive.
Could have been a changeling.
Sorry, just admit it. This whole episode was a big fanfic, which I would have enjoyed fully if it was at the end of MLP. Just like a final bonus farewell episode.
It's the 100th episode, and for all we know, next episode we might get to see them fight the bee. Sort of like how we have the one episode where, Spike watching all the pets, and the other one we got to see the main 6 go to the Crystal Empire.
But that really could happen.
Well, if there's actually one thing, I really hope they don't forget about this, and just and hope that the characters that we see in there actually play bigger roles later down the road.
And
They won't.
for all you know, this might be instilling the next big change. You know, when everything else gets played out, maybe these characters will be the ones that are become our main six. You know.
No, the whole thing is probably we'll be switching to another place, or since they're traveling so much now, we get to see a lot less of these background characters. So this is like a here you
It's
go, a
like the
little
Demi
in depth.
Six.
No, there's no Demi Six. It's just saying here's some background ponies because we can't show them in every episode now that the main six are traveling to help Equestria flow the energy of friendship and magic throughout the land, or just friendship. Because the tree, whatever. It's just it most
Star.
likely was just a fun episode to entertain us because we don't get to see them as much anymore.
Hey, Star.
Hmm.
We've got a question from Mad Munchkin.
Oh, right. I forgot I had the Q&A up. Hold on.
Sorry, everybody.
All right. Matt Munchkin says, "Hi guys. What do you think was the best thing of the episode in terms of its contribution to the show itself, not the fandom?"
I can actually give a good answer to that, actually.
Okay. Take it away.
From a guy who's actually seen the other generations of My Little Pony, I will say flat out, if you guys didn't know this was actually the first time any generation has reached 100 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
To which I kind of like how, only, like, Gem 1 was the second runner, and it only made up to, like, 65 episodes at most.
Ooh.
And and that's kind of like, I think, what the message at Mare's speech at the end was. It was just like, we kept all the fandom alive and brought even the background characters into the light and giving them spotlight, you know? So I think aside from that, I know that's kind of going against the question, but I think aside from it, I kind of like how they did give a personality to every character. Heck, even Gummy. I mean, who could have guessed Gummy was thinking that time?
Was that a reference to Bravest Warriors?
I think so.
Actually, if I can just say one thing, I actually had Gummy talking like that. The whole story I did, and that just seeing that, it made me smile and laugh because that was hilarious. Because I exactly thought that's what his character would be, something deep, but it just comes off like Pinkie Pie, like he's so derp, and you look at him like But Pinkie is deep at times. She is.
What's his life?
Well,
Obtaining
she
a
may be
cutie.
high, but at least she is fun. Shit. And like, what were they? And also, let's talk about like the main six. Like, what were they doing? Like, I saw how they were fighting it, but like, that's like weak fight, the weakest fighting ever for that monster.
Well,
So they can recreate fighting Tyrek using Dragon Ball Z effects, but they have to.
Oh yeah, that's what.
Punching, yeah, but they have to take all 6 of them, taking it turns to poke a bear with wings.
well, don't
Pinkie
forget.
Pie balanced on the ball.
Well, don't
Yeah,
forget.
that's one thing. Yeah. Oh shit. God damn it.
What?
But don't forget that during the fight, they didn't say a single word. They were just fighting, so this made it weaker in comparison because they didn't really have any focus. You just see them punch a guy and you go straight to the action.
That was kind of the
Which is
problem.
kind of weird.
Anyway,
You know what?
Oh shit.
You know what was my favorite part of the episode that did contribute to the show?
what?
Luna and Celestia actually arguing and then making up. That whole thing was...
They
Like,
never actually made up. They just did what most sisters do and just came to a compromise in a snitty way.
I mean, at the end, like when they were telling about when Mare was
How are
talking,
you?
they held hands and they had made up. Like, yeah, it was a small argument, but when you're with your siblings, sometimes...
Damn it.
Ponies have hands.
Yeah. No,
What are
but it was
hands?
just nice to. It was nice to see though, because
I
you
have
don't
a
really.
question.
Yeah.
Their hair always looks like they're being blown, but when they were sitting next to each other, their hairs were blowing in opposite direction. How the hell
I
does
didn't
that
see
work?
it.
Sun
I
and
didn't
the
see that
moon.
happening.
The same
Sun
reason
and
why
the
they
moon.
weren't in the balcony and sitting in the front row.
Sun and
yeah.
the moon, people. Remember, opposite. That's
I
been-
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the actual technical answer is that the main animation is a loop that was
Oh shit.
that's all. So,
That and them being both on screen at the same time. if their hair is both blowing in the same direction, either one has to be way taller, or one's hair is going to be behind the other. So it's just better looking if they're apart, you know?
Yeah.
True.
By the way, I loved when Bon Bon and Lyra were talking. She's like, "And all the times we sat on benches together."
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
It was
what
a-
best
It was
friends,
just a callback episode. That's all it was. All the pandering.
that's
You
what
know-
best friends do. Sit on benches. Best
You
friends and
know-
nothing more.
And she never once sat like a normal pony throughout the entire show. She
She
always
did. No, she did. At the wedding, she sat
Are you
down when
sure?
they started talking. Yeah, when they started talking, she sat down like that, just like sitting on her.
Not like the other pony.
No, really, she did. When they
I also
started
point out the
talking.
random appearance of the Twicane.
Okay, who's having the feedback?
Not me.
I mean,
Okay, there it goes.
By the way, when I saw Twicane,
Anime Fox.
when I saw Twicane, it broke me. I'm like, I'm done with this episode.
Why what? Oh, the Twilight Cane?
the scepter.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Oh,
that.
yeah, nowhere.
Yeah.
Wait, come to think of it, something. I think that's sort of like it may also be a callback. But here's the thing: don't you remember that in Twilight, the season 4 opener, Princess Twilight Sparkle? She, Twilight removed all the stuff that Discord gave her, especially that he dropped the cane. I kind of wonder if someone picked it up.
Maybe.
Why
I mean,
would they want
That's
to hold on
probably
to
why it
that
was
long?
there.
I mean, think about it. Why did Pink? You remember Pinky had that spy costume, right? Back in season 3. Where did she get that from? What if she got that from Bon Bon?
I don't know.
Don't ever question the logic of Pinkie Pie ever again.
Yeah,
Well,
that
likely-
leads to dark and scary places, Silver. Dark and scary places.
I try to question it anyway. I like the unknown.
You must forget about it. And if
Seriously,
you
of all the
don't,
characters that were actually
She'll
in this
find you.
episode, why wasn't Discord there?
he was
For
near enough.
background.
I guess he was. Well, he is not a background, but he's an ornithologist.
Actually,
So-
he is in the background now. If you look into the intro, you look into Shoy's house.
Yeah.
Through a
Yeah,
window, he's
those-
there.
Yeah, they are.
He would have stolen all of the show points.
You meant for the episode though, and they didn't show him there. It's because he's in a lot of the episodes. Some of them revolve around him. This
There was a-
episode was for the characters we don't revolve around.
Plus, I think
Oh, hey,
they kind of
focus.
give. Besides, in order for Discord to kind of really make an imprint, he kind of has to, have a large portion of the episode because
True.
he
Pretty
needs
much.
to get on a roll, as it were. And with all these different subplots coming together, I think it would have just been too much. Unless they would have split it up into 2 parts.
There was
They
plenty.
might
there
have
was
done
plenty in
anyways.
that
For all
anyway.
we know, Discord, if they do show what was going on with the main 6 next time, maybe Discord was the one that found the B-Bear or something.
That
Maybe
and
he was-
also
maybe he was
for
the
the
Beaver.
fan.
Haha, there's a theory.
That and
Yeah.
also
But
for
that's
the
the
fan. If you try to put Discord in a few minutes of an episode, people will go nuts. They'll be like, why don't you add him more time? And they just got to think about that too. They don't want a lot of negative feedback because people didn't get to see Discord all episode long. So
The
No,
other
'cause this
6 at the
episode
screen
is-
time, you don't need to get Discord in it.
Yeah.
There's enough pandering in it as it is.
Yeah. And this episode was already chock full as it was. And so,
exactly, all these factors.
It's all over the place at that point.
Speaking of factors, when Time Turner's trying to figure out how he's got a bowl.
He's just calculating everything in his head, going all Sherlock Holmes on everything.
Why don't you just throw it straight, man?
God.
Because he's an egghead.
Also, if there's one thing, I'm kind of wondering if they are. I am honestly, for some odd reason, as much as I say this is way out of place, I actually wanted to see more of what Bon Bon has been doing with that agency thing, whatever it is.
It's been
I
shut
can
down.
tell
remember?
you. I can tell you. Because it's one of my stories too.
4 days. How are you? Alright.
I've been working on that story for 2 years and just it just seems like it was like, just why? How did it get there? Like, I had the agency thing set up agency versus corporation and it's been for 2 years. Just started
Double O
production.
Bon Bon.
Yes. This goes to the fanfics. This goes to the
If
fan.
Find out
somebody
next
could-
time on
if
Metal Gear
somebody-
Bonbon.
Talking
Somebody
about
can write me a fanfic now about Double O Bon Bon. I'd be happy.
You know the one that already exists.
Damn it.
Yeah, and I know this. I'm pretty sure someone out there is writing Bon Bon as Black Widow from from the Avengers.
Star, do you think the agency story is done now? Like it's just because everybody's gonna now be writing about an agency.
I do not know.
Oh, it's gonna happen. These fans eat everything up. My agency story is gonna be buried under everybody else's now. Buried.
I hope so.
You hope so. Oh gosh, I can't take it. Where's my waffle iron?
I think that's what I said during the episode. That was like the one problem I had with it. The story was just all over the place.
Oh shit!
Wasn't it the point to have everything all over the place?
Well, when I heard they were doing the thing, I was kind of picturing they were going to do something to, I don't know if you guys have seen this episode of The Simpsons, 22 short films about Springfield.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I was honestly thinking they were going to do something similar to that, but yeah, it was just all over the place. Like, you have to focus on one thing, then we're going back to this guy, and then, it's just all over the place.
That's like every Simpsons episode ever.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't really watch.
It starts off as one story, and then, plot twist, it starts to something, goes straight to something else, and that's the rest of the story.
Well, at least they acknowledge that they were going all over the place, because everything was going all over the place. Not just the main story. You just look at the characters and how the conflict ends, and you understand that everybody was panicking because of the event. So yeah, it was all over the place, but it was really, really fun. And I prefer something all over the place that gives me a huge smile on my face with all the action, all the
True.
All the
I have to say that's one thing. It's sort of like you have really great movies. Ones that have depth and great things like that. We have those episodes in MLP, but every once in a while, all you want to do is watch a Mamma Mia or, a movie, something that doesn't really have any depth or stuff like that, but it's just really fun to watch,
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes you don't want to, have to be there and think. You don't always want Griffith the brush off with all those deep morals and content that makes you think. Every once in a while you just want to sit down and watch something that makes you laugh.
But isn't that part of the formula to have a moral at the end?
Yeah, but as I said, we have a ton of those episodes that are really great and thought-provoking and are awesome, and yet here we have an episode that's just straight up balls to the wall, fun, entertainment. It might not really have a point, but it entertains us, and we still have all those great episodes to go to, but every once in a while you just want to have an episode that you can have fun with.
Well said. Well said.
Yes.
Where else are you going to find an episode of MLP where there's like 5 people in horse masks?
Which people say, a lot of people.
Oh shit! God damn it!
Actually, like.
Regroup, what's the matter?
What?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Playing game. Walsh.
Okay.
Like, also, a lot of some say that's actually the staff some of the staff themselves wearing those masks. I'm not sure. If I remember, I think someone tweeted that. I don't know who.
Drew, what?
All I know is that I want to one day see one of our ponies doing a Tennessee Walker pony in one of the shows. And for those of you who don't know what a Tennessee Walker is, the horses that bring their feet up really high in this elegant walk. And I want it to be in some far-off, really ritzy city where everybody's really posh and holding their heads up high and doing this ridiculous walk. I want
It's called Candlelight Starlight. We've already established that
Yes, but
location.
they don't do the walk. That is what I want. Maybe like I just want to see one pony do it. Yes, if someone can make this animation come real, I'd be incredibly happy because I want to see it, and it would make my life complete.
Hold on, I'll just do a quick YouTube. I'll just do a quick YouTube search while you guys are discussing. I'll see if I can find the right video for you.
Oh, wait, I think I know which one you're on about.
I don't know.
You're on about.
Okay.
You're on about the. Hang on, Evan. You're on about the one where it's. Oh, what the bloody hell is it? It's when they're trying to get the CMCs to carry the flag.
Nope, someone actually did make a fan video of it, and I think I might have a good translation for it based on what she's provided me.
Any who's it? Let's see. What else do we want to talk about? We still need to talk about what we want to see in the future, which is why I was interviewing.
Okay, can I say one thing? Okay, Fotis, you've joined us.
Hi.
Who?
Can you, brother? Can you hear us? He's not. His mic's not working.
The fox is not talking.
No, not Fotis.
Oh,
no, not
shit.
Fox.
Fotis. I
Fotis.
turned it on.
Hello.
Oh, good.
Hello,
You can
Fox.
hear.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
To be honest, this was exactly what I was expecting. Nothing game-changing, nothing big and grandiose. Just in 22 minutes or 30 minutes of a nice little nod to the fandom saying thanks for watching, and we appreciate everything.
As I said, this episode is nothing but balls to the wall fun.
Mm-hmm. Although, it's also the episode that either made you orgasm like nobody's business, you considered it a fan-pandering, cluttered mess, or you loathed it with the burning intensity of 1,000 suns.
I will say that even though
Trust me, some people do.
I will say that even though this this episode was pretty much just fan service and fun, it did actually have a moral in it, and it did bring about some kind of deepness if you actually look into it, and deep into how sort of like that pony with the 3 diamonds on her flank. You know, when she says, "No one's asked me to, organize anything since Twilight came to town."
Liar.
Like, isn't that kind of sad if you think about it?
Actually, yeah. Actually, I
Like,
already.
she got kicked out of a job. How's she
She,
making a living?
she's a liar.
Okay, but actually, I already thought about this a while ago, and what was it that I helped do a review on it? But pretty much it's like when the main 6 came, a lot of people were probably out of jobs. Even the Wonderbolt. I mean, these ponies are saving Equestria. So what do the Wonderbolts do now? They're not superheroes anymore. They don't protect the day.
They
They
perform
weren't
more
anyway.
shows.
They weren't anyway.
Yeah, in my
That's what
opinion, the
we
Wonderbolts
do.
are basically a big retcon nightmare at this point.
Yeah, that, and I
like
can
the
imagine
spoilers.
once Rainbow Dash actually joins them, she sees it's not all cracked up to be, because she thinks she thinks of them as super and all this and that, but they're probably just a bunch of washed up celebrities that she's probably way better than already with her former group, current group.
Fair.
So.
Fair.
I'm gonna say they're quite washed up anyway. They're quite washed up anyway, and I think she's better without them.
Yeah. So what about the baby? What about the baby? I still want to see Shining Armor and Cadence have a baby.
Oh.
Oh
I
yeah.
just want to see a pony be pregnant, because we haven't seen a pregnant pony yet.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we did.
No,
When?
we've seen babies.
Mrs.
but
Cake
we
in all of
haven't seen
season
them
1.
Yes,
No.
but we didn't
Season
know she
2,
was
season-
pregnant, and there was nothing that defined that she was pregnant.
Okay, do you want to know why?
Actually, we did see a pregnant pony.
Do you want to know why? Because 4 horses actually does take 12 months for them to get the baby born, and they only start showing 9 months after it's been impregnated.
Ah.
So, but we did see a pregnant one already
Did
in the first episode.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
we? Did we?
In the very first episode of the show.
Oh, okay.
Where?
Where?
Everywhere.
You don't remember yet?
Nope.
Well, Twilight had a food baby.
Oh.
God,
Oh
so
my god.
What?
never.
It looked so bad.
Oh, that part. Oh, that part.
Oh wait, you mean that one where she got full and then when Dash bumped into her, she suddenly just you think
Now I get it.
Yeah.
I want,
Well,
she vomited in the mud. So
Yeah.
don't
I wanna
forget.
say-
That wasn't mod.
I want to
It's
see
too
an
much
anima- I
time.
want to see an animation of that where she gets hit by her and then all of a sudden she gets hit to the ground and you just hear.
No.
I can.
No.
I would like to one day do an animation of where she's looking like that. She just comes out of Apple Family Farm. Some stallion's like, "Hey, how many months are you?" He's like, "Are you expecting soon?" Just looks at him angry.
Or hey, you must be having a cold.
Yeah, like
You must be having a.
she's really wanting to like get Twilight to meet her Apple family. I was like, what the hell? Like, when I first like saw the Apple family, like, what the hell? Why are there like so many of them? It's like
Because they're farmers,
rabbit.
and farmers use children for labor. Trust me, I grew up on a
Whoa,
farm.
whoa. Dola's gonna sue you if you say any of that. You might want to be careful.
I'm not. I grew up on a farm, and guess what? We children are put to work. That's why my grandparents had 13 children.
I'm sorry,
I've heard of that. I've heard of
Corporation.
that. It must have been a nightmare.
Oh my
I have
god.
13 aunts and uncles. That's not even including their spouses.
Wow.
Well,
Space-
that and
Space Tash, I agree with you
sticks
completely there.
together too. Yeah.
Starlight, checking the
That's
questions.
also on the
You're gonna love this.
Also, hey guys, like the 100 episode. You think it's gonna actually like open a wave of Friends Forever comics? Knowing how teaming up with characters and all that.
There'll probably be a Double O Bomb Bomb comic about it now.
You know they'll go all over that because the whole comics they're all fanfics themselves.
Editor, what did you say?
Look into the questions.
Yeah, thank you, Space.
Space Teacher says, all fear Twilight's food baby. That's not a question, dude.
It's still funny though.
Somebody's gonna draw this. I know it. Somebody's now gonna start
Proclamation.
drawing.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna put this on Twitter. Twilight food baby.
Oh boy.
It's an official meme. Food baby. Hey, I started a meme.
Yay! Hey, well, Starlight, I found a video of that horse you were talking about. I think. You want me to take over the screen share and show you the video?
Wait, hang on, she's muted.
May I rant quickly about the 100th episode?
Why do
on
you
one
sound
thing?
British? Why do you sound British?
What?
Why do you sound British? Editor, he sounds British for some reason.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, I think I found a video of that horse you were talking about. I might be wrong, but I think I might have the fan animation I said I would look up.
Alright.
Oh,
well,
Here, I'll show you on. Here, you want me to show you on the screen share what I'm looking at?
Okay, this has turned into a reaction video.
I mean, if you don't want me to display it, I don't need to display it.
Oh no! Spoil it for all of us.
Okay, here you go.
Audience enjoy.
No, we won't.
Here you go.
I am claiming no fault if this causes a copyright infringement. This
I'm sure. Don't worry, it won't.
Evan Burnett.
You're allowing it.
Oh,
Oh no.
That is
do
not
this.
what I was talking about.
I know that was the joke.
And I think it's time for the Fox to take his leave.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Although
yeah. Why don't we all say our goodbyes? Unfortunately, the hour is up, my little ponies. So
It's only 9. It's only 10 o'clock. Not even 11.
Yep.
I didn't eat all my spaghetti yet.
Had a good time here. Really did.
Wow.
Let's keep talking until he finishes his plate of spaghetti.
Thanks for letting me share my
yeah,
thoughts.
finish your can of spaghetti.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Stark, especially. You host such awesome chat.
Yeah, it was a good
What?
time, Starlight.
Hey,
All right, my little ponies. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, this is Fan Chat, so if you have a topic you'd like to hear us talk about, leave it in the comments below, and I'll add it to the schedule. So, Starlight Pony shining out, and as always, don't forget to sparkle.
That's alright.